it's Cheryl here at the Made on Sunday studio. Welcome to another video. We talk all about branding, design, and creative entrepreneurship here. So if that is of any interest to you at all, then remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell to get updates on all videos on that topic. All right, so in today's video, I am going to be showing you how to create custom buttons for your Instagram story links. So Instagram had this amazing feature that came out, I don't know, a couple months ago now, and it allows basically everyone to add links to their Instagram stories. It's an amazing feature, so you no longer have to have 10,000 followers in order to have an Insta story link. Now anyone can add a link. One of the things about the Instagram story links is the link is quite ugly. You really cannot really customize it. There's a couple of options you can click through to kind of see which one fits the vibe of your Insta stories more. But here at Made on Sundays, you know, I love to customize and brand everything to my own brand colors and vibes. So I'm gonna be showing you in this video how we are gonna create some custom Insta story buttons right on Canva. Do note that you do need Canva Pro for this tutorial. So if you do need a free trial to Canva Pro, then remember to check out the links down below for my free trial and you can test it out. But yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna be showing you my version of my buttons as well as a couple of ways to design your Instagram buttons. So let's get this tutorial started. All right, welcome to my laptop. Let's get going with the tutorial. I just have Canva opened right now. So if you have a Canva account, you can do this on, actually, you can only do this on the paid account, because the one thing with buttons is that you want the button to have a invisible background, and in order to have an invisible background you need to be able to export it in a specific way on Canva, and that way is only available on the Pro account. So get a Pro account. I have my links down below for a free trial if you'd like to give it a test drive. But once you log in, we're gonna create design together. So this can really be any size, but I would keep it, you know, fairly at a manageable size. Like I'm just gonna make it 800 by 800 right now. A little smaller, a little bigger is totally fine. But because we don't really know our exact shape, it doesn't really matter what kind of dimensions you have, to be honest, because the final artwork will be whatever graphic we have, and then the background will be invisible. All right, so let's test out some different buttons. For the most simple button, you're probably thinking of like a rectangle. You know, this is your very standard button. So I'm just gonna change the size of this. This is a pretty standard button, you know, rectangle size. I would then change it to one of your, you know, brand colors. For me, it's usually this lighter green or this darker green. Let's use this one for now. I actually like my buttons quite thin. And then you can put your text on top. So usually for my buttons, I always use this one font called Termina. So I'm just going to also stylize my font. So usually at around 300. And let's make this a tiny bit bigger. And let's say like click here to watch. There we go. So there's your button number one. Why don't we do like 3 different variations of this? You can really get creative with your button shape. So if you don't like, you know, your normal rectangle, you can click into shape right here and change this to really any shape that you like. So it can even be a circle if you really wanted to. That's not very typical for a button though. So I would keep it to something where people would recognize it as a button, because if you make it some really odd shape, then it could people might not realize it's a button that you can click on. So maybe this guy over here. By the way, these shapes are new, this functionality right here, so that definitely makes it a lot easier. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna redo that. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna redo this shape to this guy over here, and I'm gonna make this. There we go. I think that would be a better way to create this shape. Yup. Okay. How does that look? There we go. That's a pretty cool button shape. Let's create one more. So let's see, what other shapes do we have to play with? Maybe something like this one. Ooh, no, I want to make sure that it's sized properly. Okay, something like that. Let's make sure it's centered. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. So here are 3 different button shapes, right? If you want to get even more creative, for example, for my business, I actually, for all of my buttons, I like to use like a hand-drawn element to it. So what I actually did was, let me just show you an example of my buttons on my website. So all of my buttons are these hand-drawn shapes. If I can find a button right here. So as you can see, this button right here or this button right here, it's actually like a hand-drawn rectangle with this very light border around it. That's why you can see that there's texture in the box and also like uneven edges, and I just think that really gives it a little bit more like personalization that really fits my aesthetic of Made on Sundays. So if you want to do that, I did draw that on my iPad. So the app that I use is called, let me just open up my iPad. The app that I use is called Procreate, and it's a very cheap app. I think it's like $10 for a lifetime use. So all you do is you just open, Procreate, and then you just basically draw a rectangle shape in, one of their pencils or use one of their textured brushes. I actually, for this button right here, I think I purchased that brush on Creative Market, but they have tons of free brushes to use. A few of my favorite are within the sketching area. So this is Procreate. Within their brushes section, there's like a section called sketching, and there's a lot of you can use the Procreate pencil, the technical pencil, even like oil pastel or artist crayon. All of those have really, really great textures to it. So simply draw like a rectangle shape or an oval shape, something that more so resembles a button. All right, so anyways, pick your choice in terms of how you want to make your button. Make sure to change it to your brand colors. Obviously, that is one of probably the main reasons why you want to create a customized button. And then you're going to want to make sure that you are changing this text to what your actual button needs to be. So for my brand, I usually have a couple of things that I usually say on Insta stories. For example, click here to watch the video, click here to contact me, click here to see my website, or without even the word click here, you can just be like, go to website or sign up for a wait list or watch the video. So whatever your call to action is, let's say you love this button right here. So you're just gonna duplicate this and you're just gonna change the text here to, I'm actually gonna change this to watch the video, and then contact me. And then let's say another one that I typically use is get on my wait list. right? So once you have your buttons ready, we are going to export these out of Canva. So I'm gonna go to download here, and then I'm gonna use PNG. And this is what you need to make sure that you are checking off. So like I said at the beginning of this tutorial, it is a Canva Pro feature to remove the background. If you don't remove the background, this white image is going to show up on the image that you bring over to Insta Stories. So that's not what you want. So make sure to use Canva Pro for this feature and click on transparent background. And then we're gonna download all of the buttons that we just made. Perfect. I am now going to move these buttons over to a folder. And I'm just gonna open them up and just take a quick peek at them. They look awesome. All right, now they are ready to be transported to your phone. So let's just say I want these three right here. I'm gonna share this to my phone. Let's make sure that my phone is open. There we go. All right, so now I have transported them over to my phone, all three of them. Now I'm going to go on my Instagram. So I'm going to make my head a little bit bigger so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to now go over to Instagram and I'm going to post an Insta story. So let's just say I do like a talking head. All right, so I am going to open up my Insta story and we are going to film a little clip, and I'm gonna do a little talking head here. Hey guys, I just started my waitlist. I can't wait for you to join it, and I will give you all of the updates once you sign up. So remember to click on this button to sign up for my waitlist. All right, so that is done. And now I am going to go into this little button right here where I can add things. And I'm gonna go into this button right in the middle where, right there, where you can grab your images basically. So I'm going to select the first one, and now we have the button on. So we need to make sure that we can link it. So again, I'm going to go back into links, and then I'm going to add my waitlist URL there. So let's just say I don't have an actual waitlist. This is an example. So I'm just gonna type in my website right here. Then you don't have to click on customize text sticker. You can just go ahead and put done. And then I'm going to put that link right here, approximately the exact same size as that button, right? And I'm gonna drag that button image and I'm going to drag it right on top of the URL. And let's watch it real quick. Once you sign up. So remember to click on this button to sign up for my waitlist. Hey guys, perfect. I just started my waitlist. Now we can't wait for you to join. Now we can go ahead and upload that, and you now have a customized button on your Insta stories. All right, and that is it. That is how you design your own custom Insta story link buttons on Canva. I hope that was so helpful. If it was, remember to give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. I do want to note that if you enjoyed this tutorial, I think you're gonna really enjoy my latest Skillshare class, Canva Basics, Launch Your Creative Business. If you want to get to know more about Canva, if you're a small business owner or you're wanting to start a side hustle and you are doing a lot of the DIY designing yourself, then this class will help you basically walk you through all the steps of learning Canva so that you can DIY like a pro for your own business. I actually have a link to take the class for free on Skillshare, so remember to check that link in the description and in this area as well. I will provide you all the places to sign up for that free Skillshare month. All right, I am so happy that you joined me here today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!